Hi guys, it's Stacy Cobb from Stacy Cobb Art, and today I'm working on this rather large junk journal, and it's large in the sense of its height, which it's 12 inches this way and approximately 9 inches this way, but it's only one signature thick. And actually I've got two signatures in here, and this is what I've done with the first page. So far so good. But I haven't really filled the pages yet. They're just pages. I made the signatures. I put the signatures together, and then I'm going to add to them. And basically I put two signatures, but I only have one set of holes in the back here. So they both went through the same process to get stitched in. And you can kind of see it here. They have the same. But these are papers that I distressed and or aged with coffee. Let's see, my recipe is basically cold coffee that was brewed that morning, left over from morning coffee, and then I add 2 tablespoons of instant coffee and a couple drops of red dye and 1 drop of blue food coloring, not dye, red food coloring, and a drop of blue, and it just kind of gives it a richer texture, I guess. And it's really kind of interesting how they all turn out. You can see with the edge of the pan where then I oven bake them for about 2 minutes or until they dry out, basically, at 300 or 325. Sorry if you didn't hear me. I was flipping pages. This one kind of has got an interesting wrinkly thing here going on, which I really like. They're just different, you know, and this one has this funny texture up here. But my idea for this is going to be, I don't know how this got on here. I don't know. But my idea for this journal was to do something kind of oceanic, something kind of nautical, if you will. So it'll have maps and seashells and mermaids and boats and pirates and what have you. Anyway, I've made a few things. Like this is going to be a pocket, and I made it a little long so that this little tab will stand out, and it'll go back in here someplace. What'd I do with the rest of it? I probably put it someplace really easy to find, and now I can't find it. I have a whole bunch of other stuff that I have cut out or that I've set aside for this project. I found some of it now. So I'm not going to show it all to you because that's too long and involved. When I make journals, this is how I start them. I put together the cover and all that, and it kind of dictates how the rest of it's going to go. I have here a couple items that'll go out. I'm not finished with this particular piece, but it'll probably go in here like so, or like this, because I like the look of the paper. I think it looks a little sea foamy there, so it might even go like that. Not really sure yet, but I want to have something like this, and then of course this is a journal. So, and it's pretty simple, pretty easy stuff in that sense of that I just want it to be kind of a more creative process. I might have this more over here and have this journal like this and this. You know, something like that maybe. You know, so I have to play with it. It takes me a long time to put things together because of I have to play with it. It's not the easiest thing for me, and these are things that I'm going to put on other pages, but that's probably what the first page is going to look like. Front of the book, I'm thinking about putting this on here and just have north pointing kind of slightly off to the side. This is a button that I'm probably going to use for the closure. This button is made out of, I don't know if you can see it, Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit, maybe. There are layers here. Oh, it's coming unglued. Crap. Well, I'll fix that. Anyway, this is just paper and about 3 layers of manila file folder and another layer of paper. And that's going to be my button. I punched it. You don't want it too thick or your puncher won't punch through it, but you want all your holes to match. So, and that was made with this little gizmo. I just punched a bunch of holes in some manila file folder. I was given a whole box of manila file folders of a size that I can't use because they're the legal size ones, so they're extra big. Anyway, I decided that they were perfect for tags, and like this is a piece of paper that I printed up this design. I downloaded it from Pixabay, and I just glued it down to a piece of manila file folder, and there you have it. So this will probably go on the front. This is going to be part of the closure, and you know, we've got a couple pockets here. This is pocket with a little piece of paper. Actually, this was all part of the same piece of paper. Kind of went like that. Anyhow, there's all kinds of things out there, and you just go look. I find a lot of stuff on Pixabay. This is going to be a pocket, and what I did here, it's just manila file folder. You can see the ridges right here. If I hold it just right. Maybe not. Anyway, it has the ridges are on this side, and there's a lip here, and I thought, well, hey, what can I do to make this far more interesting? And I took a piece of, let's see if I've got a piece handy here, a piece of, this is just a piece of tracing paper that I got a whole pad of this at Walmart. It was a couple bucks, I guess. And I gave it a little bit of treatment. As you can see, it's a little bit dirty looking. Again, it got the oven baked treatment too. And I didn't have very much coffee on it. But when I'm done, it'll get browner. But I just took a piece of that, cut it to fit, like so. And then I used some distress oxides like this. This one just happens to be, I only own 2. So this is ground espresso, and the other one I have is vintage photo. Both make really good distress colors. The vintage photo is kind of a more golden brown, which kind of looks greenish in this light. Might be my green matte. And the distress oxide is more like a soot color. So, but it's not black. So anyway, that's what I'm using, and I'm just kind of thinking out what I want to do with the inside of this book. Like I said, I want it to have more of a nautical theme. I also like having, take these out before I lose them. I also like having a lot of pages to actually write on. I think that's going to be a really cool aspect of this, is that they can write on pirate paper, for lack of a better term. For this book, it's pirate paper. So now you kind of understand a little bit about my process. I may use some things like this. You know, this is just, you know, coffee soaked, or coffee. I spray it with a squirter, and then I bake it. And this is just a piece of distressed lace doily. They come 6 in a pack. Oh, isn't that beautiful? That turned out really cool. Have no idea why it turned out that way. Probably couldn't do it again if I tried. I have all different kinds. This is some graph paper with just coffee splotches on it. Sometimes you don't really want a lot of distress. Just a little bit of distress will work. Let's see. Here's some more papers. These are just a little lighter. This has actually got something printed on this side. And I just distressed the back side. Who knew? But I have a whole collection of stuff that I just keep on hand. And as I go through this, I will add some of it. I might have to stop and look and see what I can find online. I might have some stickers available or some stamps that'll work. Any number of things I will be using in this journal. And I just wanted to let you show a little bit of how I process these things and how my brain works, or doesn't, as the case may be. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And stay creative, people. Enjoy the process. It's all about you letting your inner self kind of come out a little bit and giving yourself space to think your own thoughts. And that's what this is, really a meditative process, and I really enjoy it in that sense. So if you get inspired to do something like this, by all means do so. I'm here every Friday with a new video, and if you like what I'm doing, please give me the old thumbs up, and, and please leave me a comment. I really, really do appreciate the comments, and they help me so much. I know I'm going to have to get some different lighting. This sucks. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.